Hi, it's Katie and welcome to my corner of the world and welcome back to another Tea Tuesday. Hey, so today I thought we would just chit chat a little bit, kind of catch up. I didn't do a Tea Tuesday last week because things were wasn't a good week. So I thought today we would just catch up a little bit before all of the crazy of the school year starts, at least here. So if you want to come chit chat with me, hey, grab a cup of tea and come join me. Welcome. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. If you are new, hi, my name is Katie, and on my channel I do all kinds of unboxings. Subscription boxes, mystery boxes, I do hauls, Mask Mondays, Tea Tuesdays, and anything else that I find fun or interesting, and I hope you do too. Any of that sounds good to you, please consider hitting the subscribe button down there. And to my tried and true subscribers, thank you guys so much for coming back and supporting me. I love you guys so much. Okay, so Tea Tuesdays. First off, I have my mug that I'm kind of feeling today. I love to give homemade gifts. Which one of my kids do you want? And I have an English breakfast tea that I'm drinking in there. I've been kind of nursing it for a while, so it's getting a little cold. It's the thing one of the things I like about tea. It tastes just as good cold as it does hot. And on these hot days we've been having, I'm quite fine with an iced tea. But this one started out as a warm tea, but I've been nursing it for quite a while here. So yeah, why am I giving my kids away? I'm not giving my kids away. There are moments. This week, this is their last week of camp for the summer. Next week, they don't have anything. Pray for me. Because this week, they only have a camp from 2 to 5 in the afternoon. They're driving me bonkers. I'm trying to work and they just keep coming in, and Emily keeps coming in telling me about her whatever game she's playing, the life she has on there. I'm like, sweetheart, I love you, but I don't care about your fantasy life in whatever game you're playing. I'm trying to work here. So it's already been a week and it's only Tuesday. Hey, so I'm just imagining next week. Although I think I will try to take off a little bit of time next week because it is their last week before starting back to school, and I will have 2 middle schoolers. Yeah. That one deserves some deep breaths. 2 middle schoolers, 2 kids in the rages of puberty. Oh my heavens. And they're both a little anxious and excited about going back. I think Andrew's excited that he'll be in 8th grade and, the top kid again. And meaning the 8th graders are the top grade. Emily will be back at the bottom of the pile with the 6th graders. So... but I fully expect she will go in there and, know everybody and everything about the school within about the first 2 weeks, just like she did at the elementary school. Well, I did tell her, she was as anxious about the teachers or something. I was like, just don't spin around and dance around on the carpet and you're good. When she started kindergarten, and I was that mom. I fully admit it. I had one of that mom moments. And Emily is my 11-year-old going into 6th grade, but he's been on here, knows she's quite precocious. She's always been very outgoing and very talkative, and when Andrew was in kindergarten in 1st grade, he's 13, so he's 2 years older than her. She was always trying to do his math and everything. So when she got to kindergarten, I thought, well, of course she's going to be in above grade math. Andrew is, and she's doing his math. And when she was in regular class, I was like, emailing the teacher like, what do you mean my child? That's what I mean by I was that mom. So they meet with me, and you know, I essentially got put in my place because, well, my child may be great at home. My child decided instead of actually doing her math, she would twirl around on the carpet. I'm like, okay. She's been in above grade aid from first grade on, because once she figured out that she was going to be bored out of her mind, I mean, because she wasn't in the appropriate math level. Oh, when she realized she really does need to pay attention to the teachers, she got it together and has been fine ever since. But when she was worried about her teachers, I was like, just don't dance on the carpet. You know, that's really inappropriate in middle school too. No, kindergarten, you can kind of get away with it. Lord. Alright, work has been insane. I mean, I work with, as most of you know, I work with older adults, primarily with people with dementia and their caregivers. I'm managing a study right now and overseeing some volunteers. Well, the volunteers are on vacation, so I'm doing the volunteers job plus my job. And that means tonight, I actually am working until almost 8 o'clock at night between meetings with the families and also meetings with faculty about teaching in the fall. It's going to be a long evening. So I'm kind of with the kids. I'm nervous and anxious about getting this school year started because it's going to be a lot this fall semester for me. Which also means that my YouTube schedule may be a little wonky. I've already noticed that I was always like every day 8 a.m. and all of a sudden it's like, okay, I don't have time today, or okay, I can get something up, but it's going to be at 2, or it's going to be at noon, or 6 o'clock at night. 8. So I'm going to try, once September hits and I get back in a groove, hopefully with the semester, I will get back in a groove with YouTube. I think too, the kids will be back at bowling, which always helps me on Saturdays because everybody is gone from the house but me for Saturday mornings, and I can sit down and do a whole lot then. And that helps me out throughout the week. It's been really hard with everybody being home and having to run people here, there, and everywhere. You would think the summer would be a little bit slower, but it's really not. You know, the kids have friends that they want to see and places they want to go. So it is, yeah. And I don't know, life's been hitting me a little hard right now. I know there's so many other people that are going through things that are more difficult than me right now, but it's just, it's heavy on my shoulders right now. Oh, and that's why I wasn't here last week. I was not physically ill. I did not, you know, it's not like I had a cold or my stomach was upset or anything like that. Life was just sitting very heavy on me that day, and I couldn't. It was all I could do to get through to the day, to get the kids fed, and it just wasn't, unfortunately, Tuesday just wasn't happening last week. So yeah, that's kind of my life. I'm still a lot going on with my aunt still, and trying to, you know, she's moved in. She's been in there now since end of May. So almost 3 months, and she's just not acclimating well to, her new community. She moved into what they call a continuing care retirement community. So they have independent, I think everybody else in my family had the wrong idea of what independent is. As independent living is just that. You are independent. You know, the facility has things to help support you, like restaurants on campus or a gym, hairdresser, things like that. So you don't have to go as far. Even some of them have physicians' offices right on campus. And hers does. But you still have to be able to live independently. You need to be able to get your own groceries. You need to be able to, you know, somebody will help you out for like the first month or so finding where places are, but then it really is up to you to do things and to acclimate yourself. And she's just not doing that. She's depending on me and my mom really for company, which I'm like, you have to go to the restaurants, you have to meet people. You can't depend on us. I just, you know, I cannot be there every day. I cannot be there every week. She's, you know, been very dependent on me getting her groceries. And I'm like, I can't keep doing this. It's just not that easy. You know, yeah, I can get her groceries when I get mine, but then I have to make an extra trip and everything. I know that sounds bad, because it ends up eating up a good 2 to 3 hours at a time. And when I have kids and activities and I work full time, plus I teach adjunct somewhere else, plus YouTube. I mean, obviously YouTube would go if family absolutely needed me, but I still work 1.5 positions, and I just cannot be at her beck and call. And my mom will call me and be like, hey, your aunt, you know, I can't get hold of your aunt. She's not taking my phone calls. Can you run over there? And this is at like 2 in the afternoon. I'm like, Mom, I've got meetings. And she's like, oh. Like, somehow I'm supposed to just be ready to go whenever they all call me. And I'm like, I can't, folks. Like, I can't be missing meetings because of this. You know, I can schedule, I have a fairly flexible schedule, so I can schedule things around, like if she needed to go to a doctor's appointment. But I can't just, at the drop of a hat, go every time she decided that she wants food. There's a grocery store right next to the facility that she's in, to the community that she's living in. It's not like, it's inaccessible. So I know I probably sound terrible. I probably sound like a terrible human here. Or, like I said, life is weighing heavy on me lately. I think I've talked before that I'm cutting back on boxes. That's starting to happen. Things are starting to run their course as far as subscriptions. And I'm not renewing a lot. There's a couple more that I still have 1 or 2 coming in, but then they will be finished. I'm finding it hard too with my new phone. I love my new phone. I think it does a good job. The camera's nice. I'm having a really hard time uploading from my phone to my computer. They're just not talking to each other well. Oh, it's a Google phone, so I end up having to upload from Google Docs into YouTube, but then I have to download it from YouTube to put it in my editing software, or then re-upload it to YouTube. So it's like, instead of a 2-step process, it's now like a 3 or 4-step process, which is a real time suck. And it's also like Ipsy spoilers came out. They came out like midday yesterday, but I don't know why Ipsy every month has an issue with the spoilers not matching the description. Like, can you just wait to put them out until the website looks correct, please? They do it every month. So I noticed at the end of the day yesterday they had it correct, but I was like, I don't have time today to film, to upload, download, upload, edit, and then re-upload again. So, oh, they're out now. Oh, thankfully, Ipsy put them out like a good week ahead of time. You know what you think about these spoilers too on Ipsy. I mean, I get the Glam Bag, the $13 a month one, but the Glam Bag Plus, I was like, weren't all of these products like just in the BoxyCharm base box like last month? It's a little odd, if you ask me. I think it's time for them to just finally merge and completely and do one box. It's like keep the Glam Bag, the $13 level, do one at like the $28 to $30 level, and then do the one like quarterly one. And otherwise it's just too much, and there's too many repeats happening. It's like if anybody knows, like Silver Swag and Paradise Delivered are sister companies, and you end up with like the same stuff like the next month, and you know, it'll come in Single Swag this month and in Paradise Delivered next month, and it's ridiculous. That's how Ipsy and BoxyCharm are getting. So, oh, I wish they would just finally do the merger, or maybe keep like the 2 for $5 or minis that you can get in Ipsy in the sales, and then do the BoxyCharm sales. Get rid of the other add-ons in Ipsy, especially the small ones. Just do the 2 for $5 ones. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know. Oh, I have one last question for y'all. And let's see. This is getting long. So, drop me a heart emoji in the comments. And also, I have like several small unboxings. Like I got like a palette from Nomad Cosmetics. I've got like from the Nordstrom anniversary sale, I got like 2 things, and like 1 or 2 things in Amazon. Would you like me to do those just like all at one unboxing, or like would you rather me do like one this week on a Tuesday, one next week, and so on? You got it, right? Okay, so that's next week on Tuesday. I do want to talk about new boxes. There's a couple of boxes I'm looking at. I only want to add 1, maybe 2. Oh, because they're expensive, folks. Let's get real. But I do want to add 1 or 2 new boxes to the channel, and I want you to help me decide. So I will be talking about a couple of boxes that I've been looking at, and after next week, I would like you to help me decide which ones you want to see. All right, that is it. That is all I have for you today. Thanks for hanging out and chatting with me. Until I see you next time, have a great day. Bye.